Hello and welcome to Regular Features, the show that's exactly the same every week. I'm joined tonight by Stephen Hogarty and Gavin Murphy. My name is Matt Lees, and what have you been up to this week, Steve?
I ordered a jacket from Hong Kong on eBay. It's going to take 31 days to show up, and in the meantime, I've seen everyone else wearing it.
I hate it when that happens.
That is
what about you, Gav?
I made some pasta last night, then lied to my girlfriend about making it. So when she got home, she's like, have I got any food? Have you made food? And I said no. Then she was like, you should have made me food. And she was properly pissed off. Then she went to the kitchen, found I'd made food. It was the night. I'd never seen her laugh so much in my life, which is weird.
Is it like one of those Facebook stories where she runs into the street crying, gets hit by a car, and then you run over and said, there was pasta in the kitchen.
There was prawn pasta
If you do not forward this on to 10 friends, then all of your friends will not get pasta and get hit by cars.
Welcome to Regular Features. Now it's time for my regular feature. That's what she said. Now, women often say things, I've noticed. So I decided to look at some famous women, namely the two most famous women in the world, Oprah Winfrey and Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And I've taken a selection of things that they've said.
Two of the sexiest women alive as well.
I wouldn't argue with you.
Things they've said to you.
No, these are things they've said publicly.
It's not things they've called you up and said personally over the phone or anything.
You are on the phone to Oprah quite a lot these days.
Oprah's people anyways, Oprah's people.
I don't want to pry, but is it you calling her or is she calling you?
She calls me late at night. Well,
I suppose when she's got her problems, she needs to talk to somebody, right?
She needs to offload as well.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of problems.
I'd love to see Oprah offload.
But if I think for a second she's got a finger down there, I'm still like, Oprah, this has to end.
Where are your hands? What are your hands? That's why you make her hold two apples at all times.
Yeah. I can't hear the apples being juggled.
Filthy. She is filthy. Okay, I've got 3 pairs of quotes, and I want you to tell me which one Oprah said and which one Mrs. Is she still married to Brad Pitt?
No, didn't she go out with Justin Theroux now?
Justin Theroux.
Is she married, though?
Louis Theroux's cousin.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. What does he do?
An actor, writer. I'm pretty sure he's a director.
But he's not as good as Louis Theroux.
Also, a gamer.
Is he?
Yeah.
But imagine that if you were like going out with Louis Theroux's cousin, you would be all like, oh, he's not Louis Theroux though, is he?
Well, no, because he's more famous than Louis Theroux in America.
Is he?
Yeah, way more famous.
Right.
Well, he wrote Tropic Thunder and stuff. I'm pretty sure Louis Theroux hasn't got a following in America.
I didn't know Justin Theroux was a thing until just now. So,
if you met them in the street, or if you knew, no, sorry, let me. I've just figured out the exact wording of the joke. It's like, no, sorry, I've lost it. The punchline was through and through.
Oh, nice.
Well, we'll cut that bit out.
No, it's good. The punchline's amazing. Leave it in. Okay. First quote. There are no regrets in life, just lessons.
That's totally Oprah Winfrey.
That's got to be Oprah.
I forget, though, because I mix up Oprah Winfrey and her character in The Colour Purple. Because she had a pretty tough time with things in The Colour Purple. So sometimes if I'm flicking over and I see Oprah Winfrey on TV, I think, oh, she's annoying, but remember everything she went through. But actually, she didn't go through anything.
I'm the same. I get her mixed up with a character in Big Mama's House.
Oh! That's just racist.
That wasn't...
Is she in Big Mama's House?
No, it's just a fat black woman.
Then it is racist.
Ding! Yes, that is racist. That's 5 points of racism to Mr. Hogarty.
Okay, the second quote is, the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams.
Ah, I know that.
So
Jennifer
one of them's Oprah, one of them's Jennifer.
Which one?
It's up to you to tell
All
me.
right, well, I know the answer to this one then. The second one is Oprah and the first one must be Jennifer Aniston.
I think it's the other way around.
How did you know that? Matt's right.
Because I don't know why, but I've heard Oprah Winfrey say that.
Oh, what?
I think it might be a quote from her book or something.
I think she says it as an introduction to everyone she meets.
Maybe. I wasn't really listening for them.
Okay, well, that's 1-0 to Matt. I'll move on swiftly so Gav can start making some ground back. Okay, one of them said this. Devote today to something so daring, even you can't believe you're doing it. And this is sort of contrary. It's definitely it goes against what the previous quote just said. Don't make plans, make options.
Jennifer Aniston's the second one.
Yeah,
Murphy's the first one.
I think so, just because it sounds really
You can't
stupid.
say the same thing as me.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Jennifer Aniston is really stupid, but Jennifer Aniston is really stupid.
She's not as clever as Oprah is.
You only think she's stupid because she chose to go with Justin Theroux and not Louis Theroux. But as I've already explained, in the USA, that was actually a bold decision.
I don't think it was. I think that actually you'd still go with Louis Theroux because he's well good. I mean, I'm not a gay or a lady, but if I was, then Louis Theroux.
Have you seen Justin Theroux?
Thumbs up. No, I don't care what he looks like. He's not Louis Theroux. Doesn't matter if he's really gorgeous.
He is
Doesn't
gorgeous.
matter.
It's like
He's
all the
not
nice
Louis
bits
Theroux.
of Louis Theroux, but made nicer.
Has he exposed Michael Jackson or Jim will fix it?
I don't think Louis.
Well, no. Well, then no. I know it was somebody else. Anyway, carry on.
I've been thinking about the Big Mama's House joke. Can we cut it out, please?
Nope, it's in.
Damn it!
You're a racist forever.
Okay, I think this one's funny because one of them's fat. Okay, one of them said, "I'm easy to look at, but so hard to see."
Oh my god, that's Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Anyway, the one that Jennifer Aniston said was, "The best smell in the world is that man that you love."
Not if he smells like I do.
I don't know. What does Lou think of your aroma?
It's like one of those things, you know, when people who have dogs, like when they first get a dog, they can smell the dog, but then after a while, their house smells like dog, but they don't smell it. But when you go around their house, you can smell the dog. I think I'm like that. I think at the beginning she was like, "Oh, you sort of smell a little bit." But I think
Did she say that to you?
No, she might have. I don't know. I've been together.
It's like, Gower, I've had a wonderful time tonight. I mean, you smell a bit, but I'm sure in 9 years I'm going to be used to it.
I think it's more like that.
I'm sort of quietly of the belief I don't smell. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Mate, you're a games journalist.
I know. I very rarely.
We all smell.
I don't wear like cologne, and I don't always put deodorant on, but I just don't sweat. So
Everybody smells.
well, I don't think I do.
I actually just had a little sniff myself, and I'm actually smelling pretty good.
I'm starting to get a bit of sweat on sitting in this room, but this is quite a stifling room.
I don't sweat. I'm a vampire. Look, there's nothing.
Vampire sweat. They go sparkly.
Not
don't
this
they?
kind. I'm a special kind.
Next one.
Well, that's it.
Oh.
Well, I've got a bonus round.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Who's winning?
I
at
knew
the
we
moment?
fucking would. I knew him. Look at him. I knew
Yeah,
he would.
I got the bonus
I knew he
round.
would. I knew
Bonus
he
round
would.
up his
I
sleeve.
knew he would.
Right, there's one quote, and one of them said it.
Okay, right.
Which one said this?
Okay.
I'm big, black, and ready to attack.
Oh, it's Steve Buscemi.
That was actually Jennifer Aniston.
Oh.
That was said,
She's
that was said
well
twice
racist.
today.
That was Jennifer Aniston in Big Mama's House 3. This time it's personal.
It's not very commonly known about Jennifer Aniston that she is actually really racist. But
I think that was said privately to Brad Pitt when she was role-playing Oprah Winfrey in bed.
I do hear that's the only thing that can get him off.
Regular features.
So my feature this week is about politics, and actually I've written on the top of my piece of paper politics because it made me laugh. But basically, I've been watching a
That's
TV show.
Latin for many tits.
Yes, is
Or
it?
is it all the tits?
Poly?
All the tits.
All the tits.
Or is that omni tits?
Omnitits. Politics
you're
means
right,
more
yeah,
than
it is,
one,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
It does, yeah.
Poly
Yeah.
tits.
More than one tit.
Polymath.
Polymaths.
But,
yeah, it's more than it's lots of maths, isn't it?
Fuck, that's all the mats.
If we just drag ourselves away from the tits for a moment.
Yep.
I know I did press us into those tits, but I'm going to pull out.
Wobbled our faces around.
Yep, I did.
Motorboating.
Motorboating. But basically, I've been watching a TV series recently called The Killing, which is a Danish thing. It's very good, very good. But the kind of representation of politics in it is fascinating because it sort of represents this crazy land called Denmark, in which being the mayor of a city is actually like quite important, rather than just something comedy where a bloke just gives you some bicycles and then wobbles around going, "Oh, TFL."
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I've watched all of that, and it seems to be a really big thing.
You just don't get it at first. You're like, why do they care so much about
Yeah.
this? And then you realise that it's a massive thing.
Especially when, like, how much have you watched?
All of it.
Oh, good.
But don't spoil it.
No,
'cause you're spoiling everything
like,
for all of our listeners.
Different bits of scandal and stuff comes out, and you just think, "Who gives a fuck is the mayor?"
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what he does.
Yeah, and then you realise that it's like TV debates and stuff.
And then when you
like,
see him not ride off on a bike, you just think, "Oh, that's what real mayors are like." Imagine if
I once
London
sat
had a
next
real
to
mayor.
Ken Livingstone on the tube.
Do you?
Yeah, you just pop down on the Central line. And there was a bunch of Metros on the seat next to me. And he looked at me, he tutted, he goes, "I wish people would move these things." I was all like, "Why don't you sort it out? Put some Metro bins on the platforms."
yeah, why don't you fucking do something? Was he the mayor at the time then?
Yeah, yours.
And he said, "I wish somebody would move these things." That shows a serious lack of dedication to his job.
Yeah.
I mean, like, technically, mate, somebody is you. Somebody needs to do that.
Yeah.
That's you.
Okay, it might have been someone who just looked a lot like Ken Livingstone.
Also, Metro bins is actually quite. I was thinking that's actually quite a good idea, but then how would you? People just put all sorts of shit.
Bombs, that's why they don't have any bins.
Well, they recycle them at the end because I'm at the end of the line at Elephant, and there's somebody always going through when the train stops. They just go through and they put them
Just
on the
taking
recycling.
them.
Also, what if
You have to be
someone,
quick to grab one if you
if
want to.
someone put a shortlist in there? Game over, man.
Yeah, Staples.
You know what I mean?
Staples, man. Anyway, I thought what it might be nice is to make a big thing of it being a mayor in regular features. So I thought what we could do is each have a debate about a few important topics to decide who's going to be the mayor of regular features. Now, obviously, I was going to do it for you two and Log, but Log's not here because he's a knob, which means I'm going to have to be one of the candidates. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you.
It seems like the kind of thing that you would plan as well. Like, oh no, now I might be the mayor of the podcast. I didn't want that to happen.
No, I didn't.
Did you text Log when we were going to get drinks saying, "Fuck off"?
Fuck off, or I will hurt you.
mate, do you mind?
No, I genuinely I just wanted to be the person asking the questions because now I have to do the awkward thing of asking the questions and then answering them, and it's going to be a bit weird. But anyway, we'll work it out. But yeah, so I'm going to give you both the name and the party that you're in. So first of all, I will be. I think I'm going to go for an easy one. I will be Shandy Blooper, and I will be Conservative. So it's not really a party; it's more of a kind of.
I wish it was the parties from
Oh, I know, but then Steve hasn't seen it, so he'd just be massively confused.
For the Bridals and
For bridals.
Oh,
I have to say it. You should watch
How
it.
have you not
That's
seen? Have
what's
you
cool.
not watched it?
No,
fucking
I think
brilliant.
I've been to Denmark though.
Well, it's not as good as watching The Killing, I don't think.
Yeah.
From what I can gather.
You like jumpers, right? She wears some amazing jumpers.
Really? I do like jumpers.
Okay. Yeah, she does wear some really good jumpers, actually. Sorry, I got distracted then. Stop. Anyway, Steve, you will be Continobo Fernandez of the Liberal Party.
It's actually pronounced Continental.
Oh, sorry, I think it's Continobo
Okay.
because I wrote it.
Content know about.
And you, Gavin, are Bullprops Doggin, and you're just a Nazi.
Oh.
Like, quite literally a Nazi. Yeah. So, first question, and I'll put this out open. Anyone can pick this one up.
Sorry, do I have to? Do I have a liberal agenda?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to ask you some questions about the podcast and the future of the podcast. And obviously, you know, if you do well, I'm not sure how we'll work out who will win it. But we might have maybe Log judge it because he's not here, and we'll find out in the future who's won.
I'm going to put that. I reckon you're going to win this.
Really?
Oh, well, on that, I'd have to say it was me. It was best.
Well, I don't know. But yeah, basically, just take your agenda
Okay.
and answer the question appropriately.
So I don't know much about politics, but
Do you know anything about people being liberal, though?
yeah, read the Guardian.
Yeah,
That's pretty much all I know.
yeah. That'll do for now.
I'm going to wing it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
So, first of all, where do you stand on the future of regular features content? Do you feel that the often blue nature of the show is always appropriate?
I'll take this one.
Okay.
This party believes that a lot of the reasons that regular features started going downhill lately is because of the Jewish influxation into the room that we do our podcast in. And if we stamp that out, then the podcast will get better, right?
Oh, you got the fun party. I disagree with.
Oh, you would.
Excuse me, sir. What was your name?
Bull drops dog in.
Ball. This is actually ball props.
Yep.
I think we should throw open
What's your name? Sorry.
Continobo.
Go on, Continental.
So, what? Could you repeat the question, please?
Where do you stand on the future of regular features content? Do you feel that?
Do you think it's too blue?
Do you think it's too blue?
I don't. I think it needs to be bluer.
Really?
Yeah, but not conservative shade of blue.
Right.
See, I know that about politics. But it also should be publicly funded.
It should be publicly funded. Where do you think the money will be coming from this?
The public.
The public.
By definition.
I just had some terrible news.
The public funds.
It appears. I'm sorry to have to make this news, but it appears that Shandy Blooper has suddenly died and disappeared because she's been deemed no longer relevant to making this section funny.
Sweet 2-horse race. So rad.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you think? Do you think the public should be paying for this, Mr. Baldrops?
Yes, I mean the public. If we want to be specific about it, the Jewish public, because they've got those gold
money
teeth
bags
from the film. So I'm thinking, melt those down, and instead of making a ring for Liam Neeson, let's fund this fucking podcast.
Right.
Right.
Do you have anything to say on that?
As long as they can be melted down in NHS hospitals, then I have no problem with the melting down of Jewish people's gold teeth.
I've got an awesome idea. If you vote for me and I vote for you, then we'll both.
We have a
rule
few more
together.
questions first, Chancellors.
We're chancellors now.
Yeah, you're lots of things. I mean, basically the first political base.
I've been promoted since the start of the debate.
I forgot what I was at the beginning. It just says Nazi on my paper.
Ministers, whatever.
Okay,
politicians. You can have whatever name you want. Right. What is your policy on length, Mr. Baldrops?
Length?
Should one member's feature be cut down more than others if it's deemed to be the weakest, or should every feature be given the same kind of priority?
My policy on Lent is
Length.
Is it should be up to the individual what they like to give up for the 40 days and 40 nights of Lent.
Length.
Willfully misunderstanding the question for the purpose of a joke. It's just
feel-
like a Nazi.
Did feel like you were
Just
dodging the
like
question
you
there somewhat.
Nazis. Length. I mean, I can say something about the length of this fucking feature if you want. Is that what you want?
I think that the poorest members of the podcast should be given more ample time to express their features.
Well, back to you, Gavin.
Oh.
There we go. Because he's broke.
Finally, what is your policy on Gavin?
I think he should get on his bike, his Boris bike. Boris might be a conservative, but the actual scheme was developed underneath Ken Livingstone, who is a Labour Party supporter. So the joke still works, you Nazi fuck.
And what's your policy, Mr. Baldrops?
I like him. I want to see more of him.
Well, that seems fair enough. Well, who do we think is the new mayor of Regular Features?
Well,
I think it's me.
I think it might be Steve.
let's do a thing where if you vote for me, I'll vote for you.
I think the problem is,
So
Gavin.
your vote first.
Problem is-
who do you vote for?
The problem is, Gavin, that you're a Nazi.
Who are you voting for?
Well, I've never known the Nazis to be dishonest, so I'm going to vote for Gav. I mean, Mr. Baldrops.
Oh,
He's going to vote for Mr. Ballprops. So that's one
I'm
to
looking
the,
forward
to the Nazis.
to your reciprocal vote.
and who are you going to vote for, Gavin?
I'm going to vote
Baldrops,
for...
sorry.
What's your name? Sorry? It doesn't matter.
Condoleezza.
Because
Continobo.
I'm not voting for Condoleezza.
What?
Liberal. Because I'm going to vote for Ballprops dogging the Nazi. Me, Gavin. So that's my feelings on
This is
Gavin.
exactly how the actual Nazi party got into power as well.
What, both faking out of a coalition with the Liberals.
Yeah, just promising.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fine. I'll vote for you.
We'll
You vote
do
for
all
me.
of this mass killing and invading other countries, and you guys can do all the schools.
When I was young, I used to think that the honourable thing for someone in a presidential candidate to do would be to vote for the other person because it's like the nice thing to do.
Yeah, it's not how
But
it
as I
works.
grew up, as I actually know, if you genuinely believe that you should be the president, you don't vote for other people, do you? You vote for yourself.
Well, of course you vote for yourself. But then
You're not allowed to vote for yourself as a president, though.
I was speaking
can.
to someone like someone who maybe doesn't share my views on a lot of things, but I was speaking to them about a certain. It's not a competition; it's a sort of an industry recognition thing, and I was speaking to them about why I thought it was douchey to vote yourself in, or actually to email people because this person emailed me asking for me to vote for them, and I emailed back saying, "No, I felt weird about doing that."
That's
But then he said, "Oh no, that's just what people do." was like, well, yeah, that might be what people do. I'm not going to do it because
It's not fucking who has the most Facebook friends.
Yeah, I was like,
election.
well, I wasn't going to vote. I wasn't going to vote for anyone, not just because not that I I don't recognize the competition. I wasn't going to vote for it because I just don't give a fuck.
That's a very good reason not to get involved with something.
So I feel weird then. I was like, well, would you email me what you want me to say? He said, no, just say what you want. I said, well, I don't want to vote for you for it. Like, if I said what I want, I'd be like, I vote for this person because he emailed me asking me to vote for it. I don't recognize this thing as an anything.
Mind you, this is coming from a podcast which has repeatedly asked people to vote for iTunes.
I've actually done that.
And you got quite a lot of comments from various people that are clearly massively under duress. So if you are one of the people who has voted for the podcast, either out of the kindness of your heart or under duress.
We're not running for presidency of iTunes.
Well, we are
running Apple.
I don't know about you, but I'm certainly.
Fuck up your ideas. Maybe we'll one day fucking know that attitude, Steve.
Jesus, you've got no like drive, Steve. You've got no potential.
New and noteworthy. You thought we'd hit. You thought that's it. It's
the big time.
You were like high fiving, running around, going, "Yeah, guys, we did it." We're like, "No, mate.
This is just the beginning."
I don't think
Bringing that shit down from the inside. There's going to be a virus in podcast number
when they
100.
hand me the keys, I'm going to drive it into a wall. Just because I can.
As soon as we upload episode 100, that's when the virus starts infecting every iPod ever made. Didn't say the magic word.
Didn't listen to regular features.
Well, yeah, that's my feature over and done with, and we're now proud to say that regular features has a new mayor.
And it's the Nazis.
It's the Nazi Party. It's Mr. Ballprop Stocking of the Nazi Party. Welcome, congratulations on your rulership at regular features.
As mayor, my first thing to do is to let Gavin do his next feature. Thanks, Ballprops.
Controversial.
Regular features.
My feature, because I've never really been into Doctor Who, and I worked in a shop for a while, and my boss was really into Doctor Who. And
Right.
we sold a lot of Doctor Who merchandise.
We've already had a Doctor Who script on regular features.
I'm going
Yes.
to hate you for this.
You did bring this up.
And we had a
but
Torchwood one as well.
As I said, I felt
You failed to understand the
No.
rules of our podcast.
I felt pretty out of place either appearing in that reading or listening to it because I've never actually seen an episode of Doctor Who.
Well, that probably helped, though.
I mean, it made me want to watch an episode, and then I went home that week and watched an episode, and it was nothing like what happened in the podcast. It was all about like a scary house with scary masks and stuff.
Oh man, it's always something scary.
Yeah, but
that one was rubbish.
yeah, but I've never watched. It's written by Mark Gatiss, though. That's the
Yeah, I
reason
know. I
I've
like
never
Mark
watched it.
Gatiss, but let's be honest, it's not his best work. Carry on.
But I've never been into it. And the thing with Doctor Who is as well, like, my boss never used to sort of say, oh, well, I know you don't like Doctor Who, but maybe try and ease me in with an episode and being like, oh, you know, because every series has this standalone episode where if you watched it, you'd be like, oh, this is awesome. Like, you can watch it and be a fan. He never did that. He just gave me like the first episode and you watch that. It's fucking rubbish.
No, yeah.
And I was never really into it. And that's the thing about Doctor Who as well. It's one of those series where people are passionate about it, but they're not so passionate they want you to get into it. And it's like,
Well,
it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you don't like Doctor Who? Fucking idiot. It's not, oh, you don't like Doctor Who? Oh, man, you have got to get into Doctor Who because blah, blah, blah.
I think it's really difficult to get into. I don't think there is a single episode you can pick out of a series and go, this is the best.
I think you could say Blink is probably still the best, one of the best, I think.
Yeah, but even then, it's about the characters, right?
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, that one kind of works as standalone.
Yeah.
But
I watched one with
there's
Kylie. I
exception.
watched like
the
the
one with
first
Kylie was-
15 minutes,
yeah.
the one with Kylie and there's Titanic. And that was one of the fucking worst things I've ever
Well,
seen
the thing
in
is,
my life.
it's massively camp and it's often ridiculous. But the thing is, you often end up just embracing those ones, like the one with Kylie, just because it's not completely shit.
Also, it was on Christmas Day, and I reckon
Everyone just
99% of it
bladdered,
was absolutely.
I was off
hammered
my
watching
face
it.
on chocolate.
Titanic. Which I imagine what Doctor Who fans shout at the telly when Doctor Who comes on. It's fucking prick again. So because so I've written a little script, and it's Doctor Who by someone who's never seen Doctor Who.
That's new. I'll give him that.
Okay, it's new. It sounds rubbish, but okay.
And
So,
isn't it quite similar to what I did last week with Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's,
it is.
almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Carry on.
good, original.
I'm not saying that what you're doing is unoriginal, Gavin,
But I had a.
but I am inferring it.
I didn't even think about the stupid Game of Thrones thing.
Oh.
So, did we not give you enough time for this one?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, no, genuinely. Like, 'cause
We can go back if you're not ready.
I wish that I've completely forgot about Game of Thrones.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just winding up. I'm sure it's going to be good.
Oh, I genuinely forgot as well. Right, here we go. Anyway.
right, looking forward to this.
It's fair enough
So,
you forgot about
anyway,
it.
I listened to the last week's podcast and I thought, hey, that's such a good thing. Maybe I'll slightly change it and let's do this.
Are the characters all going to have the same names?
One of them's Tyrion.
Is the script the same?
No, but this was written for 3 people. We have to say that Log did drop out a spectacularly last
It's written
minute.
for 4 people.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Okay, well, just give 2 small characters to somebody.
Okay, cool. Well, okay.
But all quite versatile.
Don't
Matt-
give it to Matt. I hate when Matt does voices.
Matt, you're going to be Doctor. You're going to be the ship's computer, Matt, and you're also going to be the redhead assistant.
Okay,
Well,
excellent.
Oh, what does he get to? And I get...
you're going to be Davros. Is it called Davros? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I've never seen an episode of Davros in it.
Oh, that's
though.
fine. That's fine.
Is it called Davros? Is that a thing?
Davros. Okay, Steve, you be Doctor 6. I'll be.
Will it have a token scarf? in
I'll
it?
be Doctor 8.
Whoa, okay, so I've got 2,
Yeah.
and Matt's got 2.
Yeah, and I've got 1.
You said it was written for 4 people. It's written for 5 people. There have never been 5 people on this podcast.
Well, someone else is going to have.
Gavin, I'm going to ask you a question. Gavin, I just want to ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me. Can you count? Because it's all right if you can't. We can get you help. But if you can't, it would be a good idea to know now.
Well, I thought someone. I don't know what I thought.
What?
I obviously wasn't thinking. I had the fear. I told you I had the fear earlier.
This is episode 11 of Regular Features. How many episodes have we done?
10. Plus this one.
Okay.
Which makes 12.
Okay, so.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Insert Doctor Who
literally mean
music.
Shit.
Insert Doctor Who music here.
No, it's copyrighted. You can't do that.
You have to. Which one is Doctor 6? Who
We
is.
can't put it in.
Is that Baker? Tom Baker?
I don't fucking know.
What? I did research for this, thinking that everyone who likes Doctor Who likes all Doctor Who.
No, Log will be able to tell you, but he's not here.
I know number 8 is Paul McGann.
You know more than I do then. All I know is the last 3.
Fucking. Only because you look like the latest one. That's why you watch.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed about that as well because basically, like, you know, he's got a job by looking like me and kind of acting like me, but hamming it up a bit. And I'm like, if BBC had just given me a line, I'd be like, I'd prance around like I'm mental all the time anyway. Just give me a tartan jacket
And a bow tie.
And
He
a
does
bow
the bow
tie.
tie.
I can't wear bow ties now as well. I kind of like bow ties, but I can't wear them because if I do, everyone will be like, "Oh, you're pretending to be Doctor Who." He's a very good actor, though.
Okay. Doctor.
I hate him. I think he's fucking obnoxious.
His face looks like it's melting all the time.
Yeah.
Every time I switch on, I go, "Oh, they've melted him again." No,
You say this about anyone I say I look like.
Really?
Yeah.
Because your face looks like it's melting. I don't know what the fucking music is.
You know what the music is. Deja vu, we've done this before.
We might have done this before. Oh God, we're getting old.
Oh, is it like previously on Doctor Who?
No,
But are you going to do that?
Okay.
Because it sounds like something...
Recap for those who don't know what happened before.
That's in brackets. Why is that?
Just read it, Dr. Six.
Okay. All right, there. I've been living in this phone box that's big inside. I'm not sure why. I'm sure other people can tell me.
And I've been along for the ride. It's been one hell of a ride full of robot dogs and those things that look like big R2-D2s.
Warning, warning. We are approaching Earth.
Earth? Oh shit! We've gone bang off course.
Warning, we are about to crash.
No, it says we are about to crash.
Look, I put these special guests in. The Doctor Who have special guests? Is there a ship's computer? Because if not, Doctor Who should have guests as a ship's
I'm
computer.
sorry, I
every
didn't
week,
realise that the ship's computer was voiced by special guest Dustin Hoffman, and then 2 seconds later was voiced by special second guest Ice Cube. Let me try that again.
It's fine. Should we start from the top?
Yeah.
All right, there. I've been living in this phone box. That's big inside. I'm not sure why. I'm sure other people could tell me.
And I've been along for the ride. It's been one hell of a ride full of robot dogs and those things that look like big R2-D2s.
Warning, warning, we are approaching ship's Earth.
You have real trouble reading, don't you? You can't fucking count, and he can't fucking read.
Warning, warning, we are approaching Earth.
Earth? Oh shit it, we've gone bang off course.
Warning, we are about to crash.
Wow, where are we?
Earth.
Oh, fuck sticks, that wasn't supposed to happen.
You're not meant to meet. What about the space-time continuum? Is that a thing in Doctor Who? I forget.
Okay, there's a problem here, because, Gav, they don't know that Dr. 8 just said that.
No.
You're just a man who showed up and said Earth.
Dr. 8. Earth.
No, why would he say Dr. 8 Earth? Gav, this is
Also,
really badly thought out.
I don't know that as the ship's computer, I am Dustin Hoffman, followed by Ice Cube, then followed by, I'm about to be, in a minute, I'm supposed to be Kathy Burke.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. They don't because
I've tried to compute that, but I
frankly,
couldn't
Matt,
find it.
your voice acting has been awful.
Well, I never said I could do voices of Ice Cube and
Well, why
Kathy
would I
Burke
make you the ship's computer if I didn't think you could do it? If I didn't believe in you?
Well, Dustin Hoffman,
You've let me
I
down,
don't know
mate.
what it sounds like.
You've let me down
I can't
fucking-
do Kathy Burke.
You've let me
have to
down
do
big
Sigourney
time.
What else
Weaver
have we
at the
got? I
end.
mean, can we just do a synopsis of this? Then we have like the redhead assistant. That's me as well, by the way. For the readers at home, they won't know that I'm the redhead assistant. I've got about 6 parts in this, but I was the redhead assistant. That was me being.
It would have made more sense if it was another person. But anyway, carry on.
Calm yourself, guys. We don't have time for this because, look, it's that old wrinkly bloke I've seen in some of the others. He's half pensioner, half Betamax.
Welcome to Earth, motherfuckers!
Oh, help me, doctors.
Dr. 8.
the scripts.
Quick. Chuck some squash on him.
Dr. 6. Wow, I was thinking the same thing.
Of course, you silly. We're the same person.
Maybe.
And then the doctor's kiss.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
That's how you would kiss me, seriously.
That's the noise I make when I kiss.
That's all you deserve right now, Gav.
There's no time for that. Get to squashing.
Ah, no, squash, my one weakness.
The Doctor is in.
Nice. You're so handsome when you say our catchphrase.
The doctor's kiss a bit more.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Oh, you two, I want to go.
Whoa.
Whoa, calm down, sister.
We don't swing that way.
And now it's the ship's computer, voiced by Sigourney Weaver. Now is here we go again.
So anyway, that was literally the best episode of Doctor Who
Didn't you say?
I've
Didn't you-
ever seen.
If I recall correctly, weren't you saying to us about 20 minutes ago, possibly not on the podcast, that you did a master's in script writing?
Yes. Hang on, wait. Did you do a master's in script writing? You didn't. Well then,
Oh, who are we to criticise?
exactly.
But that was episode 11 of Regular Features.
Fucking hell.
Thank you very much for joining us.
We should-
And
Shouldn't put this one online. This one's going to get us taken off iTunes.